to this week's edition of the Smartalecs. You know who I am. I'm your host, John. And we got a great panel this week. We got some regulars. We got my man, Jay. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How y'all?
Oh, all right.
Well, you know what I do with my hands, motherfucker.
Right. All right. That was awesome.
That was awesome. We're going to keep moving.
We're going to move right along. We got my man, Rodney. I'm not going to try to jack you. And you know.
I get it now.
By your salute, what we're talking about is we're going to talk about Rodney's experience with Black Panther. You know, he's the last person in America to see the movie. And we just all want to get your views. You know, Jay, you can jump in a moment. We're going to start with Rodney. Go ahead, Rodney. Let's hear it. How did you feel about it?
I was the last man.
Yes,
first.
you were. Go ahead.
Whatever. So I got to give you the experience. So
okay.
I didn't want to see it,
Yeah.
right away. So we decided we were going to go to the late movie on a weekday, try and eliminate the children aspect. It worked to an extent till they came in late, took up a whole row, but whatever. The movie itself, it was amazing. We went and seen it in 3D, which I guess it didn't have to be in 3D. That was just some extra money. I could have seen it regularly.
Okay.
But it was dope. Honestly, my favorite aspect of the whole movie, I really did like Michael B. Jordan's character, Killmonger. He made the movie for me, for real. Thought it was a good movie. Thought it was a great movie.
Now, last week, the host said that he was a victim of circumstance, and that if what happened, because I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but if whatever happened to him when he was young, he wouldn't have been Killmonger. And I said he would have been Killmonger anyway, because he would have always hated Wakanda. He would have always been jealous. Do you feel that way? What do you think of that?
I don't think that. I think what happened to him didn't make him who he was, but it made him a harder person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if right now, if you constantly see some shit, you become immune to it. If you see some shit at a young age, it's not going to be as harsh on you when you get older. So I think, the reason he was such a badass is because he saw it at such a young age. So I don't think that made him Killmonger. I think it helped it enhanced him, but I do think he would have been the same either way. He was a bad dude at the end of the day. And the killer was, I was with him for a long time, and then he took it that next level, and I was like, you lost me. I was like, you lost me. I don't want you to die. I wish he would have, not died. Spoiler alert, every bad guy always dies. Yeah,
that's
okay.
great. That's it. That's
whatever, it is what it is.
Wait, you spoiling that. That's awesome.
I mean, but I wish he wouldn't let his pride get in the way, but it was a good movie. It was a great movie. He made it for me. He really did. Yeah.
Anything to add, Jack?
I'm a fan of Killmonger. I think his message was dope. He may have went about doing things a different way, but I think that his message and his reason behind the way he did or what he did was authentic. Like it was. I don't want to give away too much of the movie either, but he had his reasons for wanting to take the throne and wanting things to go his way because of where he came up, what he saw, and knowing where he was from. Because they didn't know he knew where he was. I'm giving up.
Yeah, I was like, this is.
He didn't want to give it up, but he was giving it up.
But with him knowing what he knew, I don't think his approach could have been any different.
No, he could have taken a different path. You always, at the end of the day, you have a choice. And when he was not old enough, he was still young, he had a choice. That's what I'm saying. He took it, he decided he wanted to go left instead of right. He could have easily been like, I don't want to be like that. I want to get my way back to the right way.
Right, he could have been like, I want to find a legal way
what I'm saying?
To
Yeah.
take the throne
or
to execute my plan through legal means, through the court system.
I'm not saying he had to. No. You're taking it to another extreme. I'm just saying he didn't.
But being stuck in Oakland, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you see, and that's what I'm saying.
He went to MIT. What are you talking about?
Right, for knowledge, but that doesn't change your environment.
It doesn't.
Right. He could have been a computer programmer.
It still doesn't mean
it still doesn't change your environment, and knowing and having an idea on, okay, I'm from this place, this is what they do, I'm royalty, I have the power to do such and such and such and such, I'm surrounded by all this shit and I want to fix it, but I'm going to fix it my way.
Would he have been a villain if his father would have got killed?
No, I don't think so.
That was producer Al.
I think he would have
been.
I don't think so.
I think he would have been because guess what? I think he would have
I
always.
think they
well,
both
thank you. I
would've
wasn't
been.
talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you were talking?
Oh yeah,
I didn't
because
hear
he
you.
would have always
As
been
I was
jealous
saying. No,
of. He would have always been jealous of T'Challa having the throne, or always,
His
saying
father
something.
would have been jealous of T'Chaka. That's why I'm saying I think they both would have been. If he would have never died.
But his father would. I don't know. He would have been a villain because he had a villain tendency.
His father was already. I think that's why he put a. Shit, if you didn't hear it, I don't know if they picked up the question and said, would he have been a villain if his father didn't die?
Yeah, they picked it up.
Well, shit, no, he might not have. But I think they both would have been. I think the dad would have been already a villain because,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Because of the
what he did.
treason.
Yeah,
Right.
the
Right, he
treason.
committed
So
treason. His
he
son-
couldn't come back, so either he's
Right,
going to
his son
fight his way
would've been.
back in, or he's going to continue to give up intel on what he knows. So he's a villain in my book.
So treason is frowned upon regardless of the reason behind it. Because
When it's something that big, country
Bro.
to country,
Bro, he just you can't go like he
gave away his country's secret.
Right, he gave away.
did
Like,
he?
right,
Yeah.
that's like giving away the nuke code.
Yeah, that was exact. No, I mean, it'd be like telling where like a whole bunch of oil would
True,
be.
yeah, true. I didn't look at it like that. I just thought he went to go.
No, he's like,
Get
hey,
it.
he was like, hey man, so your country has a whole bunch of oil. Tell me where I can go so I can get shit. I'm not gonna take a lot, but I am gonna steal
True.
some
Word,
of it.
word,
and
word.
you're like, well, the one nigga has some in the basement. It's hard to get.
Yeah.
That's what
okay,
he did.
yeah,
That's
that,
treason.
true.
Hell
true.
yeah.
But I missed that part. But my whole thing was he was going to get the shit
He was. What movie theater you go to?
to the movie theater with the bar in.
I know
I know he was. I knew it.
Yeah, I had a few. Yeah, of course I did.
In
I had
the
a
beginning,
bar.
he was still talking this
Right.
shit.
Yeah, but I thought that he, being in Oakland, he wanted to use it for good, which he was trying to do.
No, he sold it to fucking white dudes.
Right.
Right, yeah.
They went and got that
that's
shit.
right. Yeah, that's right.
They were going.
That's crazy.
And then his son wanted to do the same thing.
And it was his, it's his brother.
Right. So it's his kind of cousin. So
No, that was his brother.
who?
The king.
The king and the
Well,
father.
no, I was talking about the sons.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking
No,
about the
right.
dad.
So they wanted to do his son. Wanted to basically do the same thing, was to outfit mercenaries and have mercenaries take over. But that's here nor there. So as far as like Marvel movies go, you've seen a lot of Marvel movies.
I've seen almost all of them, I would think.
Where does that one rank? Same question to you in a moment.
He can go first, because I've seen a lot. I don't mean to... I think I might have seen more than you, so I gotta
You
really
probably
think.
so. Probably so.
I gotta really think.
I like Thor Ragnarok was pretty dope.
Okay.
Really never got into Iron Man. Watched Avengers. Spider-Man was cool. Captain America's was dope. It probably was the dopest. But Black Panther.
Black Panther #1.
I don't know. I really, really, really like the first time, for people who aren't Marvel fans, the first time Black Panther was introduced in a movie, which is Civil War. That might be my favorite.
That was a really good movie.
That might be my favorite Marvel movie. And Black Panther's definitely a close second. And, well, I don't know if that's Marvel now. My X-Men Apocalypse. I don't think
It's Marvel.
It's Disney.
It's
Well,
Disney.
Marvel, but
It's Marvel through like, the
Disney.
channel.
Remember-
And a friend of mine called me the other day, and he was like, "Yo, what's the difference between Marvel and DC?" And I was like, "Well, DC is Justice
totally
League."
different universe.
Yeah,
That's what I
Right.
was
So
saying.
he was like,
Yeah.
"Well, the Avengers and the X-Men aren't both Marvel." I said, "Yes, they are."
Right. I just said, look, don't. First
They
off,
are, but they're not.
I would have got
They
mad
are,
when
but
they
they're
called
not.
it. You
But
call
how?
it ask stupid questions, okay? DC is a totally different universe.
Right, but
So,
X-Men and
X-
Avengers are both Marvel.
Right, they are in the same universe, but like different.
They're different, like
different astral
as-
planes.
Yeah. So it's the same overall world, but one's over in China wrecking shit, and the other one's in America wrecking shit.
In
You
theory,
know what I'm saying?
X-Men and Avengers could cross paths, and they have in comic books, but they won't ever cross in movies like that.
They said they might.
It would have too much awesomeness.
They said they might.
Now, I
But
know
it
they're
wouldn't
gonna
be
bring
that
in the
dope if-
Fantastic Four.
That's
Fantastic Four is corny.
Wait, how are you confused? What are you confused about, sir?
it's all Marvel.
Yeah. So,
It's
but
all the
like-
same brand, right?
Right. No, well, it's not. Comic books aren't brands. Don't think about brands. Think about universe.
Because you
It's
have
a
to be on the
universe.
same universe. In
So
order to-
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Is
is
Marvel.
Is a
Right.
Marvel, but
Yeah,
they're not
and
on.
Spider-Man is Marvel.
But they're not. But Guardians of the Galaxy is like is not just Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's all the other planets in the Marvel shit.
universe. Like, there's
Like
other-
Spider-Man is based out of New York. Batman's not Marvel. But
Right.
Spider-Man's based out of New York.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone, you can put a home to them somewhere on Earth. Guardians of the Galaxy are
It's
not.
space. So they do
Okay,
space.
so with that being said, if Spider-Man is based in New York and somebody is based in Boston, they all in the fucking States or in
There
the
are
fucking-
times they intersect. Yeah, they
Yeah.
interact.
Right, so the X-Men and the Avengers are
They could.
they could possibly
They could, but
but
like
they
they
have-
might be. They have that. Like, have you ever seen X-Men: Days of Future Past? Shit like that. That's
maybe.
the easiest
That's
way
what's
to
the
be able to
Is that the
explain it to
Magneto
you.
joint?
No, where Wolverine
That's-
goes back in time, but he's really in
Right.
present day in a different.
No.
Yeah, it's deep. You gotta just watch it one day.
Right, that's-
Twice. You gotta watch it twice. Sober. You're not gonna get it drunk.
Right.
Watch it in the morning. Wake up and
Just
be like,
think-
what the
Just
fuck?
think about it
You
like
know, yeah, that's what I had to do.
they could interact, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just two different stories.
Possible, not problem.
Same, right? It's the same universe, two different storylines in the universe, two different lines in the universe.
Way different.
Now,
storylines.
as far as DC is a totally different universe.
So they would never intersect. With
Superman
Marvel
would
people.
never like come through and be like
and
in a
team up
Avenger
with
movie.
Spider-Man. Yeah, and Captain America.
Unless they wanted to make a blockbuster movie, which would be totally awesome. But
No,
they'll never make that.
no, Marvel would destroy DC.
Not fight like they would like come together. And
I mean,
fight
because
like
Marvel
villains.
has a fucking slew of superheroes and villains, and DC has the Justice League, right?
You have to always keep in mind, Superman is really hard to kill. Like it's fucking Superman.
Unless you have one thing.
right.
Kryptonite,
Unless you
like,
have like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh damn, I got the.
it's hard to have it, but if you just so happen to have it, like,
Right. It's not like kryptonite is some shit that you go to Walgreens for. Like kryptonite is an aisle 4. You'd be like, let me get one of these kryptonites.
you might.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
2018.
So you gotta really have it. So I don't. And then Marvel wouldn't even. They might not even know about kryptonite. See, it's a lot of things that go into it.
All right, so I got one last question and we're done with this. Do you think he's out of best superhero and best Marvel? Let's keep it Marvel. Best superhero character in a movie and best supervillain. Where do you think Chad Boswick and Michael B. Jordan line up? I would definitely put
shit.
Michael B. Jordan maybe one of the best villains in a Marvel movie.
In a Marvel movie.
Period. I would think everything like as a real person.
I haven't seen many, but he was dope. He was
Thanos
very dope.
is pretty good in
That sounds
Thanos
familiar.
is
Thanos is gonna be
Please
in
help me out.
Infinity Wars in the next.
yes, he's
all
the
the shit,
Avengers.
all the records that Black Panther set. Right now, that's what Infinity Wars is gonna break.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars is gonna be bananas. Every superhero.
Black Panther will be in there too.
Black Panther, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
And
Everybody you think of.
Well, I would put Black Panther up there with like Captain America. That's how dope I think he is. And maybe it's because
You're black. I'm just.
that might be it. But maybe it's because they introduced him in Captain America and they kind of already put them up against each other. Maybe I'm a little
They
biased.
did kind of fight Captain America.
They kind of put that.
Right,
You know what I'm
fought a little
saying?
bit.
You
Yeah. And
you
you
seen
haven't seen Civil War?
I don't know.
You gotta go home and watch it tonight. It's on Netflix.
Right, just go home.
It's on
This Captain America?
Yeah.
He has 3, right?
It's called
Yeah.
Captain America: Civil
Civil
War,
War.
but it's really like another Avengers movie because it's about everybody.
They all fight each other.
And yeah.
Iron Man fights.
But that was
Captain America.
before the last Avengers.
No, it was after.
After.
The Avengers is the last Avengers. They dropped the fucking world on everybody. Like that whole little city, they
Sokovia.
dropped it. Sokovia. They dropped
Right.
Sokovia. And then Captain America: Civil War picks up right after Sokovia. And they're trying to put everybody in check.
So what was the Marvel movie with Viola Davis that
That was Suicide Squad. That was
Suicide
DC.
Squad. That was DC.
No. It was a movie with Viola Davis talking about how her son got killed in the war by the Avengers.
That was that's Civil War.
Where she caught somebody
Yeah,
at
she
at
caught
the
Iron Man.
airport.
She caught Iron Man
right, she
at
caught-
a-
and
at
that's
his-
Civil War.
Yeah, that's Civil War. Captain
Yeah.
America: Civil War.
She
So
blowed
I
down.
saw that.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man in it, Black Panther's in it,
Ant-Man
Ant-Man.
turns into Giant Man.
Yeah,
Oh no, shit! I missed all that part. Shit, I'm supposed to
See that's
it's also on Netflix.
it's on
Check it out.
Netflix.
But what do you think about best superhero, supervillain? Where do you think they rank up?
He's a good villain. It's probably because like you can't. Marvel doesn't have like superior villains like Joker and Bane and things like that. Where
Loki.
in
They
DC,
tried to make Loki a
Right.
beast. Loki's a bitch.
right. He doesn't
Yeah,
like in Marvel movies. The hero makes the movie. In DC movies, the villain
You're
kind of
right.
makes the movie.
I never
And
thought
that is
You're
true
right.
because
that is true.
when you say that,
Bane.
DC has big name villains.
Bane, bro.
Penguin, Joker, Poison Ivy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's all just from Batman. Damn.
Right, that's just Batman.
That's all
Batman
just
had a
Batman.
whole bunch of motherfuckers that
Batman
fuck
was
with him.
fucking niggas up.
So-
What do you think?
From what I've seen, which is
Okay,
not
I'm
much.
sorry.
It's all right. Go ahead.
I definitely like Killmonger. When I think about the other movies, it was the dude that stole Tony Stark's had some type of program and somebody broke into it.
That was Age of Ultron. That was a
That was
computer
Ultron.
system.
Yeah.
Right, somebody broke into that. That was pretty fucking dope. That movie
Ultron was
dope.
pretty.
Ultron
good.
was an AI though. That was wild.
Right. Oh, that was
was
James Spader though. That's because he's a really good actor and he was the robot. So that was
Yeah,
wild.
that stands out. But other than that,
Black Panther.
You think he's the best superhero in Marvel? Black Panther, movie wise. Because I know you're a comic book head. That's why I'm saving you for last. I know you are.
I'm going to say yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. I like Thor though. I like Thor a lot.
So what about you? Do you think
I
he's the
said I
best?
think I'm
best
torn between
superhero?
Captain America and Black Panther.
He's like top 3. You know.
Who's the 2 above him? Don't say Iron Man.
I mean, like.
Old niggas love Iron Man.
Tony Stark's makes you feel.
I mean, like he's not like an old superhero. Like
He's not, but I just feel like
like
a lot
he was
of
the leader. Like in comic
Yeah.
books, he was the leader of the Avengers. Like it was him, Thor, and Vision. And, but I'm not gonna say like and Captain
that's
America.
coming though.
you know.
Isn't that how the next one's supposed to be?
Yeah. And then it was those like kind of 4 was like the leaders of the Avengers.
I'm ready.
Black
to see
Panthers, he hit the representation of him because of the way he uses technology. It's kind of like it's kind of like Ghost in Power, like a black Batman. I know how much you guys enjoy Ghost.
2 completely different levels.
So
but-
technology wise,
He's kind of like
Black Panther has more
than Batman.
than
Anyway,
Tony Stark's.
because of the
Well,
amount of vibranium,
Okay.
I would say yeah.
He's the richest.
If he were to
He's
if
the
he were to
richest
cash it out.
superhero.
No, I mean
He is.
not just money, but I'm saying if
Because of the vibranium.
yeah,
and-
if he were to cash in the
He's the most
vibranium
advanced.
and all their technology, if he were to convert all that into a money amount, yes. But physical money, Tony Stark.
There's only like his technology is only like in the comic books would be like the nigga from what's his name? Fantastic Four, like Reed Richardson.
Oh yeah,
Like Reed Richardson from the Fantastic Four in the comic
Who was that?
books.
A Stretch Armstrong?
stretch,
Yeah.
stretch man.
That
He was
he's
rich?
Fantastic. No, he was really smart, and his
Oh, yeah, yeah.
technology kind of fell him, and that's the reason why everybody go to Reed Richards in the comic books. Like, yo, what the fuck's going on, Reed
Oh, do they?
Yeah, 'cause
I don't
Reed
read.
Richards,
I don't read.
right.
I wasn't. I knew
So-
the comics because my cousin
But
did.
like,
I
you
read
know
them.
what I'm saying?
That's
It's
what's
like
up.
Black Panther's got like technology comparable to.
So to end this, we spoke about the Marvel Universe. Who's the best X-Man?
That's a
Ever.
no-brainer.
Go ahead.
Wolverine?
The best, like the best X-Man.
power wise or like period. I don't know.
Overall.
Oh shit. Magneto's
Well, he's not an X-Man.
well, not an X-Men or mutant. Because some of the best ones aren't technically X-Men.
Like he said, X-Men.
All right, X-Men.
That
Wolverine.
came up under Xavier.
Wolverine.
It would be Jean Grey. Would be because Jean Grey.
But
Could
she's
touch
a
you.
close
That's the one.
second.
That's the chick that could touch you in.
No, that's
Jean
Phoenix.
Grey. Jean Grey. Down. That's Rogue.
You're thinking of Rogue. Phoenix
Is Jean Grey.
is Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
What was her power?
She
to
was
re-
kind of like
She's
Professor
like
X,
Professor X, yeah.
Oh, word.
but she was stronger than Professor X.
She was
like the
stronger, but she was
Then she went crazy and became the Phoenix, and then she became like the Dark Phoenix, and
And turned into a villain.
pretty much.
pretty much and tried to destroy the
I
universe.
should have read comic books when I was little instead of
Wolverine.
smoke weed.
Wolverine, the fact that he regenerates as fast as he does
To do it, so
and has knives coming out of his hands.
it's adamantium claw.
That shit is like
And he
It's-
heals himself.
he regenerates almost instantly.
He has a healing factor. It's not like
And then on top of that's his only talent for real is his healing factor. That's why they were able to put the claws in him.
that's his.
Well, he wasn't born with. What?
He was born with just wooden shit.
Not that's his bones.
Or was it?
That's
was
his
it?
bone.
I didn't catch that. Yeah, how did it?
Look.
Well, wait. So what's his power then? Why would he be able to make his bones come off? That was his.
That's just how.
Based off anger.
Like he has one mutant, like his real mutant
Just to
ability
heal
is
himself.
his healing factor. So then he got them bones that come out of his hands. So he was able to get the adamantium fused to his skeleton and had the knives for a while. Then Magneto got mad at him and snatched all the adamantium out of his body,
Oh yeah, you're getting too deep in the comics. I know all that.
and then he just had the bones.
Hmm.
And then they would break, and then because he got the healing factor, whoop, they come back.
That's wild. Who's you guys' favorite X-Men?
Favorite X-Man after Jean Grey was.
And
the
who's
best.
yours?
Wolverine.
Oh, two Wolverines and a Jean Grey.
Oh, I was probably correct more so than you guys, but that's neither here nor there. But we're gonna move on. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this week's edition of the Smartalecs. Once again, we got our panelists Jay and Rodney. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
When I say thanks, guys, say you're welcome. You guys are assholes. So that's awesome. Tune in next week. We're gonna have some probably another guest host, maybe some new panelists. I want you guys to subscribe. That's that button down below. Thanks for tuning in. Check you guys out later. Cheers, Smartalecs. What do you